More spooters.
Hurry, get out of here!
So we got plenty of money. Yeah, this game gets a little more fun when you get the right weapons. Or at least weapons that you enjoy using. For me, myself, and I prefer Fey Blades with Chakrams as my secondary. So I can do long range and short range attacks. It's just my preference. But there's so many different ways to play the game in this. There's so many different options. It's pretty insane.
You're not one of them. Ansel, you're alive! And who's this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well.
Praetorians are a tougher breed.
Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those Twatha make another push. This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Twatha here. I suppose these might be able to help. If the Twatha realize what you are, you'll need them.
I like a good persuasion check.
We can't risk you getting killed. You're proof that the well can work. Don't you realize what that means? Just
I mean, a little
keep
bit.
going past the top of the well. Hughes will be there in his study. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
Go see Hughes. We haven't got much time. A lot of good gnomes died today. You'd better be worth it.
Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Plate armor.
I can really loot the chest on the other side of something. It's pretty crazy.
Impervious metal.
I don't mind, but you know.
Go see Hughes. We haven't got much time.
If you can walk, you don't need my help.
Can I offer some help though? Is that like a thing?
We Praetorians are tempered in...
Okay, let's see. Do we get anything decent? Nope. Why can't I add this to junk? That's weird. Why can't you add weapons to junk? I'm a big fan of using a lot of potions in this game. Really, just healing potions is all you really need. Maybe some mana potions. That's about it. Not gonna really need much else.
battle, like the finest steel.
Let's check out the top part of this well. Definitely my camera zoom back a little bit more. It's a little closer for my comfort, especially for the way I fight here coming up soon. Well, progress log. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked, rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification still eludes us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inherent lumps of skin and bone. Although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope. Full success in the future. Well, I mean, dead bodies kind of twitch too, so I don't know if there's a whole lot of hope there. But whatever. I know some of you complain that we should use cadavers and skip the corpse recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly at Formula Hughes. Okay. See anything worthwhile taking? These load screens are much better in this version so far.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this
You're
is the
Hughes,
laboratory
okay.
at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Feyfolk of the Winter Court, but how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
Maybe because I know who or what I am.
Complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on Earth. I am Fomerus Hughes, scholar of vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. And there's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time.
Talk about my
I'll
death.
tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe.
Okay, I'm down with getting somewhere safe. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a good idea to me.
Explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Where are we?
In Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, though, we must hurry. Good, good. We can't waste time.
Stay
Absolutely
and
not.
fight.
I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The dwarf have reached the lab! They're inside the...
Oh man, that's a poor guy that was helping me out. Now he has to go and die by arrow. I mean, there's worse ways to die, but still.
We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
I will tell you though, I am minorly disappointed that you can only be one of 4 races and one of them's not dwarf or gnome or whichever he is, because that would be hilarious running around like that. I would definitely have a good time running around and stabbing people in the ankles. I think it would be hysterical. Is there nothing I can pillage or loot or touch around here? Doesn't look like it. Assuming I can't go through the door he just... Yeah, door's closed. Okay. No big. Let's carry on. Ow. No, no good. Loot, no nothing. Seriously, guys, come on. I like loot. I need loot. Lockpicks are cool in this game. I like the lockpick system. It's actually pretty intuitive, to say the least. It's relatively easy to use. As long as you have vibrate on your controller, you're pretty good. If you don't have vibrate on your controller, it's not still that hard to use.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Oh god. This is fun. Quick save. Time to fight a troll. There we go, now he's gonna get staggered. This is all about. This game, critical hits and staggering your opponent is fun times and definitely helps. Let's fake kill him with a spear. I don't care with a fake kill with a spear. Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't get the extra experience. The Atom radio allows you to quickly access consumables from your game. Here you can add consumables from inventory by selecting an empty slot and pressing X. In addition, you can also add consumables to Atom while in game by pressing L1. There we go, that's what it is, okay. So, sneak consumables. Sweet days, let's get out of here. I do like fast travel in this. It's pretty much any major place you go to will have a fast travel option. Level up. Okay, so let's do the level up thing. First thing I want is detect hidden. We're going to the finesse tree. We're gonna max out that to begin with, because as soon as I get some Feyblades, we're gonna rock those things for a while. I do like Feyblades. So the cool thing about this game is you can go into more menus. See, the dagger one's not bad. But the Feyblade one is awesome. My personal favorite. By far. By and far. Absolutely. So if you go to the world map, see how Gorhart has been added to the map because it's where I need to go, but I can fast travel here, which is cool. Let's see how much of this map we can see. So here's the Teeth of Naros. This is the area I've actually done. It's pretty large. There's a lot of points in there. A good chunk of time spent there. I think it's cool. It's very Greek-based. I kind of like that. So really what happens is you end up coming through here, and then I want to say you go up here, and then down here, or like these two are synonymous. You can do either of them at a time. And then you come through this area and down into Alabaster, like this is the end. But up here is the other area that I don't think I ever went to. And I want to say this has the Kells stuff going on. Like the city is the big city with your cool like get a really nice house here. So let's see how that goes. Is that a fish? I don't remember seeing fish in the water before in this game.
Another survivor? But were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have. Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked.
Can say the least there.
I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erethel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now.
So does that mean the body I have is my original body? Or did it create me a different body? Curious about
We
that.
should be safe here. At least a little longer.
It's time to cloud.
We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. They're technically a type of wild fae, related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army.
Trolls don't look anything like Fae, in my opinion.
I never did trust Fae to begin with. Well, those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again. We started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. Yous ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan.
I can't blame him, you know? If someone came to me saying all the answers are in cards, I'd be pretty skeptical too. Now, context of the game, it might be more real than it is in life, but still pretty skeptical.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice, isolated grove. You don't see many fate weavers nowadays, but they were very popular when I was a girl. My parents even hired one to advise them on raising my sister and me. But these days, you're lucky if you can find a single fate weaver in a big city. Most have been run out of town. For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay
There's
safe. We'll be
definitely a lot of exposition in this game, so I might be skipping some of it. If not large chunks of it at times, just to speed things along. But anytime someone wants me to stop and listen to something, please let me know. There's like some rats in here. Gotta use these controls again. That's gonna be fun. And more like you use these controls when you get the right weapons. That'll be the fun part. Ugh. Hammers suck. These are always fun. I hate that. Oh, if that's healing potion, then I don't need to put that on here. I can actually clear that map slot to that. Okay. Inventory armor. Yeah.